Welcome to One Old Man's Opinion, episode 34. I'm the old man. Have you ever wondered why there seem to be no archaeological findings of Hebrews in Egypt? Did you think maybe the book of Exodus was just a fable? This episode is about a book I recently read, Dynasty of Slaves. It's subtitled Uncovering the Archeological Record of Israel in Egypt. In just 150 some pages, we get answers. Wikipedia says there is no archaeological evidence. Most modern history books say the Exodus didn't happen. Wikipedia and the history books are wrong. This book explains why archaeology shed no light until recently on the Hebrews in ancient Egypt. Everybody was looking in the wrong place. Not the wrong geography, the wrong place in time. The story actually took place about 200 years earlier than where the scholars were looking. Once the timeline was relocated, events started to line up. Puzzling discoveries started to make sense. The book is, of course, constructed on a biblical framework. It starts with Abram's sojourn to Egypt and continues through Israel's successful escape from Pharaoh into the wilderness. To begin, we are shown the evidence of Abram's visit. We gain understanding of possibly why Abram had Sarai claimed to be his sister. In this case, as with the rest of the book, the author provides context, lots of context. The story transforms from simple, concise, black and white into full color. The border wall and gate, the politics, the diplomacy, the culture all expand understanding while filling in the scene for the reader. We read about Joseph, of course. We learn about how the Hebrews rose to power. We learn why they became enslaved. We learn why Moses had to flee his position of power and how he got his name. We learn why he had to stay with Jethro for 40 years. When Moses returned to Egypt, the Pharaoh was Amenhotep II, not Ramses II, as the history books say. When Moses went to Pharaoh, Pharaoh did not deal honestly with Moses, which led to the 10 plagues. They were water to blood, frogs, dust to lice, flies, cattle dying, boils, hail, locusts, darkness, and death of the firstborn. Each of these plagues has special social, political, and or religious meaning in Egypt in those days. As the Bible provides a framework and the narrative, the writer colors in the context, revealing the meaning and the depth of the destruction. Of course, there is the escape across the Red Sea, where we are treated to more context, more detail. Altogether, this is a page-turner of a book, the kind I don't like to put down unfinished. While the author isn't the first person to relocate the timeline and make things line up, his gathering together of all the archaeological elements and other components together deserves applause. It's not fable. It's not fiction. It's not myth. It is history. And it reads like a novel. I highly recommend this book. There's an Amazon link to it in the description below. If you're a history buff, a Bible student, or a skeptic, this book is for you. If you're a pastor about to give a sermon on Abraham, Joseph, boing. If you're a pastor about to give a sermon on Abraham, Joseph, or Moses, this book is for you. I'm going to read a little from Exodus 18, 5 through 11. I'm going to use King James because nothing sounds more biblical than King James. There are better translations these days, lots of them. But when I want to read and have it sound like Bible, you just can't beat this thing. It's terrific. So here we go. And Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, came with his sons and his wife unto Moses into the wilderness, where he encamped at the mount of God. And he said to Moses, I, thy father-in-law Jethro, am come unto thee and thy wife and her 2 sons with her. And Moses went out to meet his father-in-law, and did obeisance, and kissed him, and they asked each other of their welfare, and they came into the tent. And Moses told his father-in-law all that the Lord had done unto Pharaoh and to the Egyptians for Israel's sake, and all the travail that had come upon them by the way, and how the Lord delivered them. And Jethro rejoiced for all the goodness which the Lord had done to Israel, whom he had delivered out of the hand of the Egyptians. And Jethro rejoiced for all the goodness which the Lord had done to Israel, whom he had delivered out of the hand of the Egyptians. And Jethro said, Blessed be the Lord, who hath delivered you out of the hand of the Egyptians, and out of the hand of Pharaoh, who hath delivered the people from under the hand of the Egyptians. Now I know that the Lord is greater than all gods, for in the thing wherein they dwelt proudly, he was above them. That's one old man's opinion. Travel with God. Like, subscribe, and share. We got to keep that algorithm warmed up.